Welcome to Rubber Duck Off-Road Garage. My name is Grant, and today we are going to be putting the Rockslide Engineer step sliders onto the Gladiator EcoDiesel. And we're also putting on the rocker guards. We did the passenger side rocker guard already. I'll show you how to do the driver's side when we get to it. Right now we're going to run the wiring for the step sliders. I've got my buddy Jeremy here to give me a hand.
Hi.
He's a special kind of character, but we're gonna make it happen. So we'll get started on running the wiring, and I'll show you how it kind of goes as we go through it. All right, folks, so we got the passenger side all done. The slider is installed, the rocker guard is installed. I mean, the wiring still needs to be finished, but we're starting on the driver's side, so now I'll give you a little bit of a rundown on how it's supposed to go now that we kind of have an idea ourselves. So the first thing we did is we took the rocker guard and we put it up here on the body, and we marked all the holes with a Sharpie. All the way to the back and all that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to drill those out, and then we're going to put the nut certs in. So I'll get the holes drilled out, and when I get the nut certs in, I'll show you how those work. Alright, so I drilled out all the holes. I put touch-up paint on them all to keep them from rusting, except for the fender. I put it on there too, but the fenders are aluminum. Now we're going to put in the nut certs, which are, let me see one. These little deals right here. They're like a rivet. Use this handy little tool right here to put them in. Thread that on there, stick it in the hole, and then you crimp it down. There. We'll do this one right here. I don't think that's in there all the way. Like so. Even close enough. And that's how those work. So now I'm going to do the rest of them, and then we'll move on to mounting the rocker guards on. Alright, so we got the rocker guard on. It's all screwed down. Now we're going to move on to putting the driver's side slider on. So we'll get that all put together. We have to put the extension on it and then put it up in there. So we'll put the extension on first, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all put together. Okay, so we got the extension put onto the step, which is right here. We've gone and put our brackets in, which go underneath here between your body mount bolts. Now we're going to be putting the step up on itself. We got to remove these two pinch weld bolts here first, and then all these go through the pinch welds and stuff. So I'll get to that, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's up on the Jeep. Alright, so we got this slider on. I'm doing the wiring now. So the wiring starts on the passenger side, and you run it up between the fender and the engine to get your wires up here to the battery. So you go right through the little hole there, come up here with your power and your ground. And then your other wires, you run along the frame rail, which you can't see, to the back here, and then you go up through the floor inside to where you mount your little magnet deals, and then your magnet, your sensor and your magnet. So I'll show you how it looks on the other side, because it looks basically the same on this side, other than you run the rest of the wire to the driver's side over the cross member that goes over your drive line and your fuel tank and all that, and then you come up through this hole here. So you have to pull this aluminum tape up, punch out the hole. It comes with a new grommet that you put on your wires, and then you put the aluminum tape back over. So that's where we're at right now. Once I get to where I'm running the wire up to the switch under the dash, I'll show you how to route that wire. Okay, so the wiring's all routed for the back. I got it routed over up through the hole here. Put the tape back down. I got the magnets and the sensors mounted, well, the sensors anyway, front and the back. And then you snake this wire here up to the front here for your switch, so you can turn the steps off. That way if you're out in the woods and you open your door, the steps don't come down on an obstacle or something. I used a piece of welding wire and hooked it and fed it down through here because I didn't want to take all the bolts off to get this piece of plastic out of the way. So now I'm gonna mount the switch and get that all hooked up, and then we should be good to go on putting power to these things and seeing if they work. So we'll get to it and show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so I got the switch wired underneath the dash here. This is how you turn it on and off if you don't want to have them drop down when you open your door. So I'm gonna put my door back on and get everything wrapped up here, and then it's hooking up the power, and we'll see if the steps go up and down like they're supposed to. Alright folks, well, we're all done with the rock sliders and the rocker guards on the Gladiator. These are rock slide engineering. So now that we have it all wired up, this is what it looks like when you open your door. They come down, and then when you close your door, they go up. Open up the back door, same thing. We got both sides done. We got the toggle switch wired in, so if you switch that off, they won't come down, so when you're out in the woods. So all in all, it looks pretty good. I kind of like it. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the notification button so you get notified whenever I upload a video. And thanks for watching.